Fabled Iconics worth it right now. The Mickey just sold for 10,000 USD. Less than a year from release. These are brand new cards, by the way. I mean, you see that at the top corner, it says 2025. Hasn't even been a year. And this card in my hands is being listed for 6,000, 7,000, around that price range. Are you guys in the belief that right now these Mickey and Minnie Iconics are worth this much this soon? Are we gonna get more? Because there is definitely a world we can get more Fabled. I mean, even today, as I'm recording, speaking, we are still getting Fabled. Like, people in my Discord just told me they bought more Fabled binder collections, and I understand it's not booster box cases, troves, but there is a world where we can still see more Fabled booster packs, singles, etc. hit the market. What's good, everyone? It is Ice Disney Lorcana San Diego, and are we to a point where these iconics are just too expensive and they're not worth it? Because I think I mean, it's just a lot of money, right? Like, not that long ago, this card was $800 raw. 800 bucks. You couldn't even get $1,000 for this card raw. Now it's a couple $1,000 raw. How did we get here? What's going on? And what's going to happen if we get more Fabled into the market? Now, before we get more into that, I just want to say these cards are absolutely amazing. Some of the best cards that we've probably will ever get. When I see Fabled is $400 a box and $2,500 a case, you're obviously going to say, well, that's because we got the Iconics in here, right? You got Mickey and Minnie Iconics. That is the reason why Fabled is $400 plus a box and the cases are over $2,000. Now, are these booster boxes still worth it at this price? Are you still buying into Fabled at $400 a box? Are you buying cases at $2,000, $2,500? Because some people are out there. There's some people out there that think these Fabled booster boxes, this Disney collectible, like, at the end of the day, this is now a luxury Disney collectible card, whatever you want to call it. This is a big collectible now. You can't say it's not. The cases are selling for 2,500. Boxes are moving for 400. The singles are doing what they're doing. This is we're we're no longer to a point of speculation anymore. We know Fabled is gonna do well. It's already doing better than a lot of TCG products out there. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now, what this tells me, seeing Fabled, seeing what Fabled's doing, it got me thinking about the first chapter. Because when you look at the first chapter, that case is still at what, $1,300 a case, 15 around, maybe less than $1,500 for a booster box case. That seems like a screaming buy. That seems like a screaming deal. You have no iconics in the first chapter, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters if you don't have a Mickey, a Minnie, iconic in the first chapter. Now, I know there's some people out there that are going to think the artwork isn't as good as the newer stuff. People might prefer Winterspell. They might prefer, heck, I don't know, even Wilds Unknown. I don't know. Fabled for sure. People prefer Fabled over first chapter. I get it. The Enchanted from the first chapter don't have the texturing, the fancy, all that good stuff going on, right? I understand. But at the end of the day, we should know how well the first chapter is going to do. The first Enchanted ever, some of the first debut. Like, think about it, bro. You got the Belle rookie card, Genie rookie card. Like, come on. Hades, Simba rookie card, two Mickeys, Tinkerbell, Maui. We all know how good the first chapter is as a set, especially. I didn't even have to bring up the Elsa. I even got Elsa in there. Guys, these Enchanteds, even though they are not iconics, these Enchanteds and PSA 10s, they are going to be worth a lot of money. And that's all you need to know is that the PSA 10s and the Enchanteds, they're going to be worth a big premium in not even in the future, even right now. If you go look at some of these PSA 10s right now, um that's a rack off the hip, bro. You're paying like $1,000 plus for these PSA 10 cards today, and we're nowhere even near where the first chapter is going to be at. So Obviously, first chapter, booster box at 400, under 400, 300 range, 350. Buy them. Get it. The Trove is more rare, but there's no shrink wrap on the Trove at all. Could be manipulated, could be damaged. They get damaged usually. So I personally don't have any first chapter Troves. If you can find a trusted seller that has a clean Trove that has no damage and can maybe ship it to you in a safe manner, then sure, maybe get yourself a first chapter Trove, because the first chapter Trove is the rarest or the least printed sealed product from the first chapter. So just to wrap it up, first chapter, screaming by after seeing what Fabled is doing, and I know Fabled is people are gonna point to this card to why the booster boxes and the cases are doing that, but let's move on to the Fabled booster boxes and sealed product then. So if these cards are never gonna be like coming down in price, if these are always gonna be very, very, very expensive, no matter what happens. Even if they do give a reprint, if everyone's just buying and scalping Fabled and just we never meet demand for Fabled, because who knows? Even let me know in the comments. You let me know how much of a decline in Fabled do you think we'll see in the market if we get more? Because I'm not going to be mad if we get more Fabled. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and buy more. I think everyone is just going to go and buy Fabled as soon as it comes out. So let me know what you think about that. That's why I think even getting a case, booster boxes, Troves for Fabled right now is probably not a bad idea. Heck, even the sleeve, the sleeve booster pack started, I don't care what it is, binder collections, getting anything Fabled is probably not a bad idea. I just don't. Because if the Mickey Mouse is a $10,000 card and a PSA 10 in the case is 2,000, I think it makes sense to I mean, me personally, I'm not spending that kind of crazy money on one singular product right now, but if I had a choice between spending $10,000 on the Mickey or spending $2,500 on the case, I think the $2,500 case makes a lot more sense. $2,500 case is probably a stupid undervalued. I'll tell you this: I'd rather buy a Fabled case today over an Evolving Skies booster box in Pokemon. I'll tell you that much. So, Fabled probably sealed product wise, still very, very, very undervalued. First chapter is a screaming buy, screaming deal all throughout, singles, all that stuff. The only thing from Fabled I would probably not really buy into right now is maybe the enchanted cards. I think enchanted cards could definitely come down in price. I think those are the cards that are in the most risk from Fabled. But something like the Iconics, they're super hard to pull. This isn't Wilds Unknown. We don't have Wilds Unknown pull rate. So, hey, maybe even the Enchanteds might not even come down in price. Who knows? Guys, you guys let me know. That's what this is. We're having an open discussion. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions as well in the comments below. Now, let's get away from Steel Product and let's get into some singles that I actually bought. So the Rapunzel, I just talked about this card in a video or two ago, and I just ordered one for I believe $90, and even at $90, $100, it's not a bad price. This is big card. It's actually going to be used in Infinity decks because people out there right now they're playing in Infinity formats. This card is very good. It's actually one of the hottest cards in Infinity, if I'm not mistaken. I would buy it if you like this card and you want it. If you've been waiting or been looking at it, I would get it because it's gonna be over $100 pretty soon. So I went ahead and got mine. Now the next card I'm looking at is the Stitch Disneyland Epcot event promo. $50, under $60. Great pickup. I still need it. I don't know what I'm doing. I have Rapunzel and Donald. I bought multiple copies. Like, I think that's what I did. Instead of buying the Stitch, I bought multiple copies of Rapunzel and Donald. And I'm happy with that. But I still need to get the Stitch. So, definitely, one of my next pickups is probably going to be Stitch. Now, Mirabelle, set chance promo. This is another one of these promos that I am looking to buy pretty soon. I mean, everyone's complaining about Encanto and Wilds Unknown. I understand. But, and I'm one of those people, too. I don't know why we got Isabella on 3 Enchanteds, literally. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. But this is the card that I actually want to buy. This set champs, because you know what it is. I love Shimmering Skies, and I actually do enjoy Encanto the movie. I do enjoy the movie. The soundtrack is amazing, guys. Shimmering Skies is going to be one of the best sets. I mean, we're already seeing it right now. This Mufasa Raw is listed for like what 500, 480, and I got mine. I'm very happy to get mine at 190. Whew, I'm so happy. I'm. Hopefully, you guys got your Shimmering Skies while you guys were able to, because this was actually the first card I ever bought. If you're new, didn't know. If you're newer to my channel and you didn't know, the Scar PSA 10 is actually the first enchanted that I ever bought, ever, and very, very, very happy with it. So this Mirabelle as a set champ promo from probably my favorite set. I ain't gonna lie, I think Shimmering Skies at this point is probably got to be my favorite set. I think Whispers is up there too, but Shimmering Skies is just amazing. Another card, the Red Robin. Oh, Red Robin. Damn, I did that again, bro. This is the second time I've done this. The Robin Hood. I'm gonna keep. I'm probably gonna do that again. The Robin Hood is still under $100. Big character, phenomenal artwork. If you like this card, I'd buy it. But speaking of Shimmering Skies, because I'm talking about Shimmering Skies, you know what I did buy? I got a case of Troves from Hobbiesville. Shout out to Hobbiesville. They hooked it up. Got a case for under MSRP, I believe. I think I paid like $40 a Trove, slightly under retail. Very happy with that. If you go to Hobbiesville, if you order 4 Troves, they will ship it to you in a case if you email them, and if they do have it available, they will give you a case of Troves, which is very exciting because there's no shrink wrap, so you can't. I don't think the shrink wrap matters when they're in a case. You know what I mean? So, got a case of Shimmering Skies. Very happy about that. And Hobbiesville, I also got let's just pull them out real quick. I still need to put these in a Logan's Pokeship acrylic. Make sure, like, look at these booster boxes, Shimmering Skies. Look at that. 2 more, but you need to put them. I mean, hey man, look at that. Pow, pow. Logan's Pokeship to protect and display your booster boxes. Maybe those, you know what? Those might just get put away in the box, and I just might leave them back in the closet or something. But we definitely got one in the acrylic. So we're up to 3 booster boxes, 4 Troves, and I have like 40 sleeve booster packs. And we have my chase cards. So I'm very, very, very happy with Shimmering Skies at this time. I'm very happy with my position. And on the Mirabelle, having that set champ promo just to be like the cherry on top, you know what I mean? It would be very, very cool for me to have. Now, let's get to Whispers and the Whale, some newer stuff. I saw someone from my Discord. Make sure if you're not in there, if you want to get in there, show off what you're picking up, give your thoughts. It's free, completely free, link in the description. Someone just showed me that they picked up the Goofy and Judy Hopps. Both of these cards. Phenomenal pickups. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. Like Whispers, you got Goofy, Judy Hopps. Big characters. And both of these enchanteds today still are under $100. Goofy is $80. The Judy Hopps is $90. Big characters, great set, great artwork. If you like Fabled, you probably most likely could like these as well because they have some of the similar features. You know, the gold accents, the gold detailing, the gold name, the foiling is very similar to Fabled. If even not Winterspell, just Fabled and Wilds Unknown. Like, look at this Baloo. If this Baloo is in Wilds Unknown, bro, this card would probably not be $80. So probably be, I'll just say that. And this card was $40 at one time. That's when I should have picked my Baloo up. But even at $80, I mean, you're looking at the Goofy, Baloo, and Judy Hopps. These are cheaper than buying the booster box and getting nothing. So if you like these Whispers Enchanteds, it's probably a really good time to still get them. Now, Wilds Unknown, you have Don Brock family. I was kind of poo-pooing on this card. I said it's probably the worst enchanted, but I have seen some videos and pictures of it in person. And I just literally watched Brave again this morning. And $50. is probably a steal. You know, the pre-release kit is $80 right now. This enchanted is cheaper than buying a pre-release kit. So this is probably a steal. Now the Buzz Lightyear promo, this is what I'm looking for, but not for $50. I'm definitely gonna wait to see what happens with this card, where it ends up in the price, and I'm just gonna keep an eye out for it. I definitely want to get some of these for sure. Mickey Mouse into the Inklings. I just made a little short about this card. This card for $100 is probably very, very, very undervalued. It's one of the first Mickey Enchanteds ever. It's like the third one that we ever got. And speaking of the first Enchanted that we got ever for $100, you have first chapter Artful Rogue, $100, 120, 130 around that price range. That is probably a really good time to pick it up. That is extremely cheaper than. I don't know why you would open a first chapter booster box. Please don't do that. But why would you rip any first chapter sealed products for that matter? Honestly, to chase an enchanted, we can just spend $120 on the Mickey right here. Um, Arcadius Island. You can literally get a Mickey for under 100 schmeckles. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know, guys. And again, a promo, fantastic promo, under $100. This, out of all the Mickeys, this is probably the one I would buy if I didn't have any of these, just because this is a Mickey you cannot get from a booster pack, a booster box, any sealed product that there is. This is an exclusive with the gold. Again, that gold Mickey Mouse name is going crazy. Now, Belle, back to Arcadia's Island. I don't have this Belle, but I want it. I'm not getting it anytime soon. It probably is a good idea to get it now though, because it's $100. And not that long ago it was like $70. So I went from 70 to 100. Pretty soon it'll probably be 140, which would mean that it doubled from 70 to 140 that fast. So I think if you like this card, if you don't have Belle, and if you're not trying to spend 200 plus on the Belle from Fabled, or 200 on the Belle from Winterspell or First Chapter, this is a very, very good option for you right here. Now, the Mad Hatter is a card I was looking at and talking about when it was $40, and now it's 120 for the Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter chase card from Arcadius Island. And if you guys don't know, he actually is on the booster box. He's literally, like right here, look at, he's literally, oh, so is Belle. The Belle I was talking about, look, she's right here. But you also have Mad Hatter on the booster box as well. Guys, you guys understand how big Alice in Wonderland is, how popular Alice in Wonderland is, how popular the Mad Hatter is for 120. This is like the price of a booster box. Arcadia's Island booster boxes are like $100. You can spend just $20, just a dub on top for the Mad Hatter. I think that is a outstanding pickup even today at 120. Even though that card was literally $30 or $40 for the longest, doesn't matter. It's, for me, if the card is around the same price as the booster box, just get the card. Don't open the booster box. Just get the card. Alice. Like if you're an Alice in Wonderland collector, Alice in Wonderland fan, this is where you should be looking. You should look here. The Alice from Rise of the Floodborn. This is her rookie card. Is this card stunning like the cards you see in Winterspell and all this, Wilds Unknown and all? No. But it is still fantastic. It is still classic. It is still Alice. Big character. $80? You can literally go and get Alice and the Mad Hatter for about $200. That is probably a really, really, really good time to get those cards. Now, I do want to talk about Rise of the Floodborn a little bit because we're seeing what's happening with the Mufasa. The Mufasa was 190. It's now being listed for like 500. Raw, right? This card is another one of those cards that can do the same thing. And I'm not trying to just point out cards are gonna pump. You know what I mean? I'm not really trying to do that. I'm not trying to say like, oh guys, this card's about to pump. This card's gonna do this. Guys, for the longest, I believe that these cards have been undervalued. This is another one of these cards that I believe has been undervalued. This Cinderella is gonna be the chase card of Rise of the Floodborn. The Snow White, the Alice, Cinderella. These are the top three ones. And Cinderella is going to be the most expensive because it is the hardest to grade, to my knowledge. I don't think the Snow White or the Alice is as hard. Let me know. I could be wrong. But all I know is this. I have it right here. Where is she at? Oh, no, that's Mickey. Where is Oh, that's Dragon's Fire. Um, I just pulled out two bangers though. Those are. Oh man, Rockstar Stitch. I'm not even trying. I'm sorry guys. I literally don't know which one it is. That's Mulan. Nope, not Mulan. Oh, she right here. She has to be. Okay. Cinderella. This card extremely hard to get into PSA 10. I personally got a PSA 10 for $500, 500 doll hairs, and I'm not mad at that. This card is a gem. I believe in this card. I think this card for me is one of the most stunning, beautiful cards in all of Lorcana, especially in the early sets. Like, man, look at this. I was kind of like memeing and joking when I said this card looks better than anything in Prismatic Evolutions, but I don't think I'm. This card looks really good. Now, I still think that card is a good price right now. A good place to pick it up right now. You're looking at $200 for the raw copy of that card. We just saw what happened with Mufasa at 190. I know a lot of people are talking about Elsa, but this is the princess card for $200. I would be looking at. It's classic. People played with this card. It was very playable. I think that's enough time on Cinderella. Now I think we're almost done. If you guys are enjoying this video, please stick around because if you guys want, I do have some cards to give away to you potentially. When we hit 500 subscribers, I am giving away all these cards. This Max Goo and all these cards, they're going to one winner. I don't know if I've clarified that, but one person will be taking home all of these. Cause yeah, that is a cool little care package, isn't it? So I don't know how I'm gonna give them away yet, but just stick around and I'll announce how you can win those cards. Now, Rise of the Floodborn has, if you made it this far, you're actually getting a big gem. Like this is actually saved for the for the end for the people who stick around who actually is gonna get. Here's the sauce right here. Here's the gem. Here's the play. This Rise of the Floodborn box should not be $60. It shouldn't. It's has Rise of the Floodborn boosted packs, which is great. Because when you look at Wilds Unknown, the starter decks, there's no boosted packs, and that sucks. I was watching a lot of Lorcana, and him and Doc were talking about that, and I agree. There definitely should have been boosted packs in the starter decks for Wilds Unknown, but there's booster packs of Rise of Floodborn in this box, this Disney 100 anniversary box, and I was just talking about the Cinderella and how that is such a big chase card. Alice, Snow White. I mean, bro, even this Beast is gonna be going crazy, right? Classic cards, guys. You're gonna have the chance to get these cards in this box because it's Rise of the Floodborn booster packs, and you have a guarantee to get all these promos of these big characters: Stitch, Elsa, Mickey, Genie, Maleficent, Maui. Like, these are big characters, promos that are unique with the Disney 100 stamp at the bottom. Like, this is the perfect product, probably the most slept on product, probably the most undervalued product in Disney Lorcana today. So if you made it this far, you just got that amazing opportunity on your screen because that's exactly what that is that you are looking at. Now that is going to be it for the end of this video. I appreciate every single one of you who stuck around, and again, stick around. When we hit 500, we you have a chance to win these, and when I hit 1,000, Who knows? I'll probably give away an enchanted. And who knows? It could be a PSA 10. Or it could be raw. Or it could be nothing. I'm just kidding. All right, I'll catch you on the next one.